See that.
Weighing in at 420 kilos, hailing from the mountains of Amarillo, Texas, is the El Texicano Loco, Chuey Martinez!
Chuey Martinez. No relation to yours truly, the Night Owl Renee Martinez.
Well, I'm glad you covered that.
But I do have a crazy cousin named Chuey, and he enjoys pain and punishment, typically from his wife, not from the wrestling ring.
Yikes.
Chuey Martinez is a crazy, badass SOB.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh, he's trying to make a good with the fans here. Look at this. Here, this is interesting. An interesting direction. Let's see.
Last time he couldn't even pronounce the city. He could say Salina. I was like, no, that's not it. The fans sure let him know about it.
Oh, now I figured he had a good heart in him. I look at it. Yeah,
Well, here's what's crazy about this guy. As jovial and as excited, as happy as he seems, this guy is a deathmatch expert.
Yes, he is.
He's wrestled Madman Pondo. He's wrestled all over the world. And I've seen him go to some pretty grave extent to inflict damage on his opponent. I'm a little concerned for the young up-and-coming Leo Fox here tonight.
It's very possible. He's just not winning over them Salina fans.
The fans are not buying it.
They're not buying into this.
Hey! When I say I talk, y'all give me some respect and stay quiet, you understand?
Well, that didn't last long.
True colors coming out, Rusty.
I don't know if any of you losers know who this woman on my shirt is, but this is the queen of the hollow music. If you don't know Salina, you're all trash, especially because y'all come from Kansas. You understand me?
Oh, you got to admit that fans kind of let him into that one there.
I know that wasn't going to last very long.
I don't know. I thought he was going to be good with them.
Let's bring out his opponent. Weighing in at 290 pounds, fighting out of McAlester, Oklahoma, he's the Silver Slugger, Leo Fox!
Leo Fox. He's made an impression here at xWe. And he's got a challenge here, Warborn Leo Fox.
Okay, Leo Fox is a massive human being. And he himself looks like he's not going to be afraid to inflict all sorts of damage. And I think Chuey Martinez knows it. He's running. He's heading for the hills already.
He's already stepped outside the ring there. He's got a big old boy. Chuey has been running for president. He didn't have much support here in Salina, Kansas. I can tell you
President
that.
of what? The Hair Dye Foundation? Dude, what are you guys talking about? I'm sure he put those out in there.
So you're saying he was just
I don't think he's got any support here. I didn't see one person
He was
clap.
just politicking the fans?
Yeah, he is politicking
Oh,
the fans. Now he's
nice.
disrespecting them. Okay, is he not aware that he's got a wrestling match in front of him? I think he thought he was here for a debate.
He's upset with the fans. They didn't get behind him at all on this.
Brett the Wall imploring with Chuey Martinez to get inside the ring.
He's telling them, you got to get in the ring.
Is he leaving? I hope he hasn't already been paid to be here tonight.
I think he's had enough. Red belt.
Oh, there
it goes.
Brett the Wall can now officially begin the 10 count. This would be the easiest victory in Leo Fox's young career. I don't think Chuey Martinez wants this stain on his resume.
I don't think so either. He's dangerous. He's conniving. And he knows exactly what he's doing there.
Wait, so he thought that the prideful people of Salina, Kansas were going to beg him to stay after that level of disrespect? I don't believe it.
Well, he thought he had him on his side there, but I guess not.
Cool song, nice dance moves. We're not buying it. We're too smart for you, buddy.
Look out. Leo Fox. He says, bring it in the ring. This is where it takes place, right here.
Okay, what I am telling you, and just because I know some of our fans haven't seen him in action before, Chuey Martinez may be a little goofy, But once he starts going, this is one of the most dangerous men in the whole KWA.
Dangerous is the best word to describe him, too. Both big men. One-on-one. Chuey Martinez, Leo Fox.
Look at the size of these guys, man.
Big old boys in there right now.
Is it fair to call this a hoss fight?
They've specially reinforced the ring for this one.
Oh, no doubt about it. Big strikes here. First from Fox, now from Chuey Martinez.
Power moves to start this.
Ooh. See, that's one thing you want to do with a man the size of Leo Fox. You don't want to anger him. You maybe want to try to beat him from a technical aspect, keep it professional. But once you start chopping, slapping, doing a lot of strikes, you're asking for trouble, man.
It's like chopping the trees down right now.
Indeed.
Back and forth.
The worn, torn, and proven Chuey Martinez continuing with the strikes in the corner here, using the leverage to his advantage.
Back and forth. Nobody's been any more for the wear on either one of them. Chops back and forth.
Okay, Leo's starting to get a little frustrated here. I think he came in here expecting a good old traditional wrestling match, but obviously this is becoming a little bit more of a fight, which is right up Chuey Martinez's alley.
Yeah, Chuey Martinez, he is the veteran in this matchup here.
Ooh.
Ring veteran, I should say.
How does a guy that size get up that high?
That was some height on there he got.
All right, Chuey Martinez rewriting the game plan here, going back to the drawing board, as they say.
Taking a little time out there.
I think the little princess in the front row may have just cursed him.
It's very possible.
I think she turned him into the frog.
That's what I'm thinking.
Might be.
He's acting a little different now.
He is acting a little different. I'm just take a brief moment here to thank one of our wonderful sponsors, the Pop Culture Cycles Podcast. We appreciate your guys' support in making xWe possible.
Absolutely. Check that show out.
Cut him off at the pass.
Oh, he said caught him. He's chasing him back in the ring. But Chuey caught him.
The axe handle, old school style. The Chicano Assassin going to work now with the upper hand.
Right across the back of Leo Fox. He's just not winning that popularity contest here today.
No, he's not a chance. And I'll tell you what, a lot of people critical of Chuey Martinez's physique. That has not stopped him from dominating everywhere he's gone, whether it's a traditional match or it's a hardcore match. Chuey Martinez knows how to get it done.
Oh. Right on that second rope on the outside there.
Well, here's why he's so dangerous. Not only the amount of punishment that he's able to inflict on his opponent, but it also has to do with the amount of punishment he's willing to take upon himself. A leg drop on the ring apron there is going to hurt your lower back and your bum. It is. Hardest part of the ring besides the ring post.
Axe handle goes for the cover. 2 count only.
And Brett the Wall says too, Rusty, I got to ask you, everything builds to something here in the KWA. What can you expect if or when one of these guys is able to get the victory? Should they start eyeballing a particular opponent or maybe even a particular championship?
I think a championship's definitely in there running there. I know we got some KWA officials here tonight that are watching some of these matches here, and they'll determine their rankings. Oh, and it takes him into the corner. Oh, and he takes him down hard. That'll determine their rankings for some big championships here.
Well, you're absolutely right. We have already determined earlier today the #1 contender for the United Liberty Championship. You guys know Johnny Faith walked out with that after being able to pin Revan, who showed up at the very last second, as per usual.
That's a typical Revan for you. That's why here later tonight we have a cage set up. Keep him out of there.
Oh, don't start, man. My skin's starting to tingle, man. I've been waiting, an opportunity of a lifetime. I talked about it on the Wrestle Talk podcast. Dude, I've been wanting to call a cage match my whole life. I'm honored to have the opportunity to call it with you.
It's gonna be phenomenal.
The official KWA historian, by my estimation. I'm sure you wouldn't call yourself that, but I think, dude, when it comes to KWA, xWe, you know what's going on, and it's much appreciated. I know the fans appreciate it as much as I do.
It hasn't come down to a cage match in quite a few years, but we're going to see it tonight here. Right now, Leo Fox takes Chuey Martinez into it. Oh, he ducks. Misses out. Oh, Leo catches him hard.
Huge crossbody up in here.
2. Oh,
Martinez on the rope very wisely.
He knew exactly where he's at.
Told you, despite the fun and games, Chuey Martinez not to be underestimated here.
The ring veteran, Chuey Martinez. knows exactly where he's at all times.
Tell you what, another thing that I find quite interesting, Rusty, is we all know here in the Midwest the rivalry between Oklahoma and Texas, and it even extends into the world of professional wrestling, as we have Chuey Martinez hailing from Texas and Leo Fox from the beautiful state of Oklahoma. That's got to play a part in this. Who's going to go home and get bragging rights after this one?
You're seeing it right here. Ooh, right into Leo Fox there. Just back and forth, these two big men.
Chuey Martinez hanging on that thing. Not able to execute the Irish whip is Leo, but Chuey Martinez, nice reversal, baited in there. Ooh, misses with the big clothesline. Oh, Chuey Martinez.
Move there. 1, 2, 3, that's it.
The distraction giving Chuey Martinez a match.
El Texicano Loco, Chuey Martinez.
Score one for the great state of Texas. But I mean, was that really necessary? Did he have to distract Leo Fox? Unfortunately, as talented as Leo Fox is, showing a little bit of inexperience there, allowing Chuey Martinez to get away with a fast.
Chuey Martinez, dangerous individual, but like we talked about, a ring veteran. He knew how to execute it. He knew how to catch him. Little psych out move there, and it was enough to take Leo Fox down. But I guarantee one thing, we have not seen the end of Leo Fox. He's got a lot more to come here in xWe.
Well, you're absolutely right, Rusty Rex. Leo Fox getting the opportunity to showcase his talent here with the xWe at Haunted Havoc. The action continues in just a few moments.
Let's hear it for the Sober Slugger, Leo Fox, ladies and gentlemen.